Hi everyone, it's Mao. Today I will be showing you how to make the easiest polymer clay ombre technique. Let's get started. For this technique, I will use Premo translucent white, Ranger alcohol ink glacier, Pinata alcohol ink white, and this 3-tier cutter set. By the way, the STL file for this cutter set is available. Link is in the description if you're interested. I will make 3 shades of blue, so I will cut this translucent clay into 3 pieces. I wear disposable gloves when mixing alcohol ink and the clay. Otherwise my hands get really messy and will be hard to clean. So what I'm gonna do is to change the amount of ink drops I add to each piece of clay. I added only 2 drops of ink on the last piece because it's small. You can always add more later. Then I spread the alcohol ink on the clay surface. I will let the ink dry for a bit. I don't think it needs to be completely dry though. Then I will mix the clay until color is nicely distributed. Making sure the folded part is on the side when rolling to minimize air bubbles. Okay, let's check all 3 pieces together. I think the second piece needs more color, so I will add more ink to it. I decided to add more ink to the last piece too. Clean the wax surface with rubbing alcohol, or I use 99% isopropyl alcohol. Now I have 3 different shades of blue. Next, I will be making tiny canes. Chop the clay into small pieces and separate them. Now I'm gonna add white alcohol ink. This is what gives marbling effects. You can also use white acrylic paint instead of alcohol ink. I'm also adding some gold flakes. Gold flakes give some depth and shine in translucent clay. You can also add mica powder or even glitters in this step. It's a good idea to add little bit of liquid clay here to ensure those pieces stick together, especially when you use a lot of additives. Mix them together and I will slowly put them into one big chunk. I will make 2 more canes using the same steps. Okay, I have made 3 little canes now. I'm going to slice them and roll them out for cutting. I use this translucent clay mixed with some polymer powder as a base layer. You don't really need a base clay, but I use it here because a thick colored translucent clay is less translucent. I roll out my base clay to 1mm thickness. Then I will put sliced pieces on the base clay and roll out to 2mm thickness. Depends on how thick the slices are and how thick you roll them out, but remember patterns get enlarged as you roll them out. I always use some corn flour to stop clay from sticking to the cutter. Now move to the another 2 canes and repeat the same process. So here, I realized this clay might not be big enough to get the dangle pieces. I was trying to see how I could get all the 12 pieces. I was so happy when I managed to cut all of them. My cutters are pretty sharp, but when I cut shapes close like this, I need to use some tool to remove the clay stuck between shapes. Look at the beautiful marbling! So now, I will be baking them in the oven at 130 degrees for an hour with an aluminum tint. This is what looks like after the bake. I can definitely see the color gradient here, but feels like the top one needed more ink. What do you think? I will finish them with UV resin, clean the edges, and finally assemble them. I'm not going into details how I finish in this video, so let's check the final look then. Ta-da! Look at the beautiful shine that resin coat gives. I can also see some pearl from the base layer shimmering together. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye!